Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Dr. Candace Whitley. I'm the admissions coordinator. Also, I teach a little here and there. Um, really good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Before we introduce the class of 2027, we're going to have the faculty come in. Dr. Patterson, our program director. You guys can come on in at the same time. I'm just saying names as I see you. Yeah. Professor McAdams, Professor Purcell, Dr. Colvin, Dr. Spry, Dr. McCrary, Dr. Rayburn, Professor Bjork.
Welcome, everyone. I'm going to have everybody stand up as we welcome the class of 2027. All right, and you may be seated. I want to welcome everybody to our class of 2027 white coat ceremony as they move from being in the didactic phase to the clinical phase of the program. Before we get started, I want to say a huge thank you to all of the faculty and staff for the program who've worked tirelessly to get us to this point, as well as adjunct faculty, lab group leaders, and everyone. So, yeah. Well, good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, our future PAs up here on the front row, looking so amazing today. Let's first acknowledge the people who helped get these students here. That would be families, friends, mentors. You've cheered them on, proofread their essays, talked them down from pre-exam panic, and maybe even paid for some of those application fees to get in the program, which is costly, I know, when you're applying to multiple programs. You're a part of this journey too, so we thank you. Now, today is about a coat, a white coat. At first glance, it's just fabric, pockets, buttons. But in medicine, the white coat is never just a coat. It's a symbol. It carries history, responsibility, and yes, a truly impressive number of storage compartments, which you will appreciate very shortly. When you put it on, you're stepping into a tradition where science and compassion go hand in hand. You're saying to every patient, I'm here for you. I will listen, I will care, and that's no small thing. Today's milestone is especially meaningful because of what it took to get here. So I want us to talk a little bit specifics about your cohort. There were 1,470 applicants who hope to be sitting where you are today. Let me say that again. 1,470 people applied to our program in your cohort. From that group, only 96 were chosen for an interview, and out of those, only 30 were selected to be in the cohort. That means each of you is here not by chance, but by merit, perseverance, and by promise. You have already shown that you belong in this program, and today is a recognition of that. But this white coat is not only a symbol of achievement, it's also a symbol of preparation. In just 15 months, you have completed 77 credit hours of rigorous medical coursework. During that time, you have learned to interpret x-rays, you've used point-of-care ultrasound, read EKGs, and recognize and manage countless medical conditions. You have built the scientific foundation that will serve you well in the clinical year ahead. And your education has not been limited to lectures or textbooks. Your faculty have worked tirelessly to prepare you through numerous real-world scenarios using actor patients, task trainers, high-fidelity mannequins, and other innovative medical equipment. They've given you opportunities to practice, to make mistakes safely, to think critically, and to grow in confidence before stepping into patient care settings. Now, as you enter the clinical phase, the challenge changes. Up to this point, much of your learning has taken place in classrooms, labs, and simulations. But from here forward, your task is to take all of those pieces, knowledge, skill, judgment, compassion, and put them together in the care for real people. Real patients will trust you with their stories, their fears, their pain, and their hope. That is both an honor and a huge responsibility. The road ahead will challenge you. You think didactic's been hard. It's about to get real. You'll have moments when you feel on top of the world, acing a skill, connecting with a patient, solving a tough case. And you'll have moments where you wonder if you belong as a PA at all. Here's the truth. You do. You would not be in this room otherwise. Being a PA means knowing the medicine, but also knowing the person. We pride ourselves on that. It means treating high blood pressure and also the anxiety that comes along with it. It means reading lab results, but also reading the worry on your patient's face. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can offer isn't a prescription, but just being present. And that spirit of service is already part of who this cohort is. On top of the demands of this rigorous program, you have completed 2,250 hours of community service with 12 different organizations in Middle Tennessee. That is an extraordinary accomplishment, and it reflects our program's mission to maintaining a commitment to community service. It also reminds us that the white coat is not just about knowledge or status. It's about service. It's about showing up for others. It's about using what you've been given to make a difference in the lives of patients and in the health of your community. So as you wear this coat, wear it with pride, but also wear it with humility. Let it remind you not only of your growing knowledge, but of the trust that others are placing in you. You are being invited into some of the most private, personal moments of people's lives. Handle that with care. In the years ahead, you'll have days when you save a life, days when you change a life, and days when your biggest win is just making somebody feel heard. All of them matter. All of them are while you're here. Congratulations on this milestone. Welcome to the clinical year. And remember, those coat pockets can hold a lot, but the most important thing you'll carry is your commitment to care for others. Thank you. Okay, so as we move to the next part of the program, this cohort approached me, multiple of them, and they wanted a way to recognize you all out in the audience. So we kind of talked about it a little bit, and so we came up with them having the opportunity to give me some information and me have read it. So I'm going to call each one of them by name, and they're going to stand up, and then I'm going to mention who they said had encouraged and supported them through the didactic phase. And if you are in attendance, then I welcome you to stand up so that they can feel that you are getting your recognition. And then I'm going to read what they said. Okay? Again, something new. This cohort wanted it. Here we go. All right, Frank, you're up first. Just stand up. Frank listed his biggest support were his mother and his father. They were his number. And he also said he was incredibly thankful to his brothers, Ahmed, Ayman, and Ali. And finally, his beloved fiance, who has been a source of love and support through this journey. He said their support through the PA didactic journey is something he could never fully put into words. They made the process much easier by always being there for him when he was, whether it was helping with meals, providing financial support, or encouraging him when things were difficult, and helped him remind him to stay focused on his goals. Because of them, he was able to make school his priority and keep his eye on the future. He'll never be able to express how thankful he is for everyone and all that they have done for him. He hopes that one day he can repay their love, patience, and sacrifice by making them proud and showing them all their support was worth it. All right, Tessa. Tessa listed her husband, Jared, and her parents, so if they're here, go ahead and stand up. She said, shout out to my parents for always making me feel like I could do anything. As for Jared, he's been my late night study buddy, practice patient, biggest cheerleader, and shoulder to cry on. He has supported me every step of the way, and I truly couldn't have done it without him. Bennett. All right. Bennett lists John Hardcastle, his wonderful parents, sisters, and grandparents. If they're here, go ahead and stand up. They made the hard time easier and celebrated the successes with him. They were a wonderful source of encouragement and stress relief through didactic. Nicole. Nicole listed her beautiful mom in heaven, her dad, her sister Megan. Their support has meant the world. Thank you for standing by her side during this time. Everyone has been so helpful, encouraging, and she's so grateful and blessed to have such an amazing support system. And she loves you all very much. Nellie, who lists Professor McAdams, Professor McAdams, Dr. Rayburn, and her whole family. So I don't know if her whole family's here. There you go. They were very supportive and always down for a good talk sesh. She knows that she can always lean on them. Sabita said her parents have always been her biggest supporters. They never complained about the long hours she spent studying and always reminded her to keep going, even when she felt overwhelmed. Knowing they believed in me made the toughest days a little easier. Isabel? She listed her mom, her dad, her sisters, her grandma Betty, her fiance Jackson, and someone else that I can't read on here. And Rowan, okay. Though they weren't nearby, they always answered when she called, offering a piece of home to be with her. They always called her during events she's had to miss to make sure she was included. Their prayers and encouragement got her through the highs and the lows of the first phase of PA school, and they believed in her when she needed it most. Stephanie? She listed her husband, Trey, and he encouraged her to pursue her dreams. Love it, short and sweet. Tyra. Now, some of you listed so many people it cuts off, so you may have to shout it out. My family, my cohort, the program faculty, especially. Stand up. You heard your names. Her family supported her through the challenges outside of school, and the faculty provided valuable feedback and mentorship, and her cohort's kind words and encouragement helped her persevere through times of self-doubt. Very good. Tim listed his loving and supportive wife, Hannah, and your incredible family. Their support allowed me to fully immerse myself in this rigorous and rewarding process. Could not have made it this far without their continuous encouragement and unwavering support. They should know they share in today's success, and their impact on me will echo in the care he hopes to provide to people throughout his life. Very good. Rebecca? Rebecca listed her parents. Her parents' support has been a tremendous impact on her didactic experience in the PA program. During the long days, difficult exams, and moments when I doubted myself. They constantly reminded me why I started and encouraged me to keep going. Their sacrifices, patience, and belief in me gave me the strength to push through the most challenging parts of the program. Knowing that they were always in my corner allowed me to stay focused, motivated, and confident. This white coat represents not only my hard work, but also the love and support they gave me throughout this journey. Mackenzie listed her parents Rob and Jan Greenwood, her best friend Emily, her classmates Juliana and Maggie, and of course all the professors of this program, especially my amazing mentor, Professor Bjork. Go ahead and stand it on up. Honestly, they could buy something nice with the number of times they've all heard me say, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Through every moment of self-doubt, they reminded me why I started this journey and never stopped believing in me, even when I struggled to believe in myself. Their love, encouragement, and support for me have shaped not only my didactic experience, but also the provider and person I am becoming. But the biggest thank you goes to Emily Poston, who once reminded me that there's always light to chase long before PA school even was a thought. And that reminder is what carried me through the difficult days of didactic year. Lydia. She listed Rose Schwartz. Said she listened on the hard days, shared her clinical wisdom, and reminded her constantly of her true capabilities. Not only did she support me in didactic year, but in every step it took to get her here. Lauren. Again, you listed a lot, so you have to fill in where it cuts off. My mom, dad, brothers, Ryan and Jake, my roommates, and friends. Their support means the world to me. I truly wouldn't be able to do any of this without them. This year has had a lot of split time between Texas, Tennessee, and Minnesota to see everyone. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I love my people, and I'm so grateful. Whitley. Willie says she's been incredibly blessed to have the support of my husband, Landon, my amazing friends I've made in the PA program, my grandparents, my parents, the rest of my family and friends, and my dogs throughout this journey. Should have brought the dogs. Their love and support carried me through every challenge of the didactic year and reminded me that I was never alone. They celebrated every milestone with me, encouraged me, and gave me the strength and confidence to keep chasing my dream of becoming a PA. Markel. The best part of my PA journey, Matt and Ascension, is that it? Okay, and they're in the back there. Thank you to my brother Matt and Ascension for the free rent and endless support, Hayden and Addie for being my favorite distraction from studying, my mom for making sure my cats survived while I was gone, and my amazing friends for making PA school a little less crazy. Very good. Sana listed her father, Sohail Khan. His name is in my name and his love is in my heart. No matter what I need, he's there for me. I would also like to thank my family and my friends, the ones who were there for me on the worst days and the best ones. Tiffany. Lee Miller, husband. Asher Rhodes, son. Miranda gets cut off. Anyone else on this list? The guy. And Claire. Okay. My husband, Lee Miller, reminded me often that PA school and the end of the world had nothing to do with one another. He always reminded me that I had a loving family to go home to, no matter how the day went. Lee took over parenthood of our teenager and never once complained about it. My son, Asher, asked me almost every day how school was going and reminded me often how exciting it was that I was chasing my dreams. I missed many soccer and basketball games, many meetings, and many milestones, and he has been understanding each time. My sisters, Miranda and Claire, never let me forget that where I came from doesn't define who I'll become. The combination of this support held me together on my hardest days, and I couldn't have done that without them. Maggie listed Taylor, her husband, and Jeff and Angie White, her parents. Throughout her journey through PA school, her friends and family supported her in more ways than words can express. They uplifted her, encouraged her, and most importantly, believed in her when she didn't believe in herself. She says, I will be forever grateful for the countless sacrifices they have made, allowing me to devote myself fully to my education. I would not be here where I am today without their unwavering love and support. Carmen. Carmelis, her husband Blaine, her parents, Matt and Robin Holt, and her grandparents, Gail and Vernon Holt. A special shout out to her friends Lauren, Olivia, Tim, and the class of C27 for making didactic so special. I cannot thank my husband Blaine enough for everything he has done to support me throughout didactic. Through every emotional breakdown, every dinner conversation that turned into me over-explaining everything I had learned from class that day, and every missed event because I had to study, he has always been there to encourage me along the way. I do not think I could have made it through the didactic without him. At this point, he truly deserves an honorary white coat. I'll have one for you in the back. My parents have supported me through every step of my journey and have always believed in my dream of becoming a PA. From listening to my frustrations after long days to celebrating every milestone along the way, their love and encouragement have meant more to me than I could ever begin to express. I am forever grateful for the sacrifices they have made, the prayers they have prayed, and the support they have given me. My grandparents have been such a meaningful source of love and support throughout this journey. I'm so grateful for the countless prayers they've prayed over me and for the faith they have given me every step of the way. Good job. Olivia. Camden Nay, Kim Romney, Steve Romney, Brooklyn, and it cuts off. And Josiah. The support that I receive from my family and friends means the world to me. They keep me grounded, motivated, and are constantly encouraging me. I can't imagine how different my experience would be without their love and support. Sue Sveen. My family, my sisters, my sister cousins, my aunts, and my dad. They've been my inspiration my whole life. Listen to me talk about school endlessly and let me practice physical exams on them way too many times. They remind me why I'm doing this, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without their love and support. Firdos. Firdos lists her family, mentors, friends, but especially her parents, sister, and husband. My parents left behind everything that was familiar to them and came to this country with very little, making countless sacrifices so their children could have a better life. Their courage, hard work, and unwavering belief in me gave me the opportunity to pursue my education and dream of becoming a PA. I'm here today because of them. I love you, Mom and Dad. My sister, Sundus, has always been someone I look up to and wanted to be like. We shared a bunk bed as kids and constantly talked about our dreams, never knowing that one day she would become a PA and I would follow in her footsteps. She has been my mentor, inspiration, and constant source of guidance throughout this journey. Last but not least, my husband has supported me through every high and low of didactic year. He saw firsthand how challenging this journey was and remained patient, loving, and encouraging through it all. I would not be where I am today without their sacrifice, guidance, love, and unwavering support. This accomplishment belongs to them just as much as it belongs to me. Juliana. Jenny and Kevin Turner, her parents. Ethan Turner, her brother. Sherry and Frankie Turner, her grandparents. Addie Rose, her nana, and Samuel Nestor. They have supported me through countless prayers, constant encouragement, and daily text messages, reminding me that they are thinking of me and praying for me. There is no doubt that I would not be where I am today without their unwavering love, encouragement, and support. To my family, thank you for believing in me every step of the way. And Justina. Justina lists her family and friends. My family always tried their best to understand what I was going through and help me through the hard times. They were always supportive, even when they didn't truly understand how difficult school was. My friends always picked up the phone when I called them and always cheered me up. They were always planning things to do together and made sure that I still had a life outside of PA school. Very good. Let's have one more round of applause for all of your support. And now we're going to move on to the part that you all came for, which is to actually get your white coat.
Who's ready for a white coat? All right. Fakery Aljabouri. Tessa Allen. Bennett Armstrong. Nicole Bashower. Nelly Basilio Rodriguez. Sabita Basnet. Isabel Bieber. Stephanie Bussey. Tyra Fairchild. Timothy Fennell. Rebecca Gobriel. Mackenzie Greenwood. Lydia Heron Gore. Lauren Hoganacre. Whitley Howell. Markel Houston. Sana Khan. Tiffany Miller. Maggie Parmley. Carmen Robinson. Olivia Romney. Susveen Sharanji. Firdos Sharhan. Juliana Turner. Justina Wahib. The class of 2027.
We are so proud of you, C27. You're going to go ahead and make your way out, and we're going to get a picture before you meet up with your families.
This song's for you.
This song's for you.